no time.
I'm up at the Washington Monument. You see that behind me? That's the monument going up. Oh my God. See how big it is? I came up here a week or two ago with my grandkid and my son. And I said, boy, this is a nice viewpoint. I never come up there. So I'm going to switch this around so you can see the view. You know, if you come to Washington, you ought to do this because, okay, where are we here? See, back out there is the Lincoln Memorial. You see that out there? That's the Lincoln. And so see, this is elevated a little bit. And there's downtown, all the buildings. The White House is over this way. A lot of tourists up here today. See all the tourists having fun. Oh, that's the Commerce Department, I think. Yeah, Department of Commerce. And then see that funky building there? That's the African American Museum. And then on the other side here is, see, the Capitol, the U.S. Capitol. So the Washington Monument is right between the U.S. Capitol and Lincoln. Okay. So we got Washington down here. And let's go around. They just did they just opened it up again. They put probably a concession stand here. Oh, the sun is so bright. And so that's a new addition. Let's go walk around and so you see a little bit about everything. There's Smithsonian institutions over there.
I told them to lay on the ground.
And see, here's the visitor center. And then we around the other side. See, a lot of people here. And then there's a small body of water over there where the Jefferson Memorial is. And Martin Luther King is standing up down over there. And all the nice flags that are on top of everywhere. Let's get around here. So I get back in the shade because I can't see anything on this dumb phone. There's a shade. Maybe I could see what's going on. Okay, now I'm in the shade. I could see a little bit. Yeah, so that's the tour today. I hope you liked it. Let me turn around. Hey, come on. Come on, turn. I want to turn. Damn camera. There we go. I missed it. There we go. So that's never turned around now. So we got the Lincoln Memorial behind us now. And a flag or two. So you don't have to salute it. My days of doing that are long gone. But America's cool. And what I want to talk about a little bit today is about how grants are easy or hard. There's all kind of grants. So you can't say, if somebody says something about a grant, that may or may not be true for what you're looking for. So, and that's why you have to prepare yourself. Now, if you have an easier way to get money, you want to do that. So if you got a rich uncle or something like that. But the money's out there, and more of it goes to the people that realize it may take work. So you try the easy ones, it's not, and what you have to do when you run into complication is you can't stop. Yeah, and you have to keep digging. That's why, to me, the great image to me is a government grant gopher. Just like a gopher digs a hole, that's what you have to do, is dig for a grant. You know, it's not going to be on top. It's not going to be sitting up, teed up on the nice grass for you to just, you know, hit the ball 1,000 miles. No, you got to learn how to dig and get that sucker out. And that's the people who get these things. That's what really they do, and you have to train yourself to do that. And that's what we do at Let's Go Help. I mean, that's why we're always here. When something doesn't happen and you don't get it, then you have to try another tactic and another tactic and keep doing. That's why we give unlimited personal help to applying for all the grants, because it's the government itself doesn't know what the hell it has. So if you ask the government, do they have this? Whatever they say, that may or may not be right. the only answer is worthwhile is yes. Anything other than yes is really not a good answer. Because it just may not be what they know. It's too big for anybody else, for one person to know everything. And, people get stuff that I never even know is there. That's what's so fun about doing it. Boy, I didn't know that. that is there. Yeah. And then that's what I do, is try to show people. Now, I just found a grant, a local state grant, that gives women free training in traditional male, occupations, so they could make as much as a guy, because women's wages are like 20% below men's wages for the same work. So that's crazy. So, they train people for free and get them the jobs, like a bus driver, or a van delivery. And actually, it's aimed at single moms. Now, who would have thought that there's a special grant just for single moms to learn how to drive buses? Wow. So you wouldn't even know to ask that. So that's what I mean, what it is. I mean, there's another program I talked about just another day or two, a program that takes people, and we have a lot of members living in their cars. So if you're living in your cars or don't have a normal place to stay or whatever, they'll take you, give you a grant for $2,000, okay? Give you a free computer and free Wi-Fi. They give you a Wi-Fi hotspot. You know when those are? And actually, libraries have those too now. You go to your local library and probably bring home a free hotspot to get Wi-Fi at home if you can't afford it, and everything. And then they have counselors, and that's what the Busy Moms program is. They have mentors and counselors, because if you're living on very little income, you're fighting a lot of problems that the average person doesn't run into. So you have to get over those hurdles. How do you get transportation? Well, they have even car repair money. That's right. They give you money to repair your car so you can get to the class, so you can get to work or whatever. You don't have nice dress clothes to go for an interview. They give you money for that. Well, you want a solid place to live. They give you money for hotel rooms. This kind of stuff. I mean, who would have known to ask? But and I've been studying this stuff for 40 years or more, and I'm still surprised. So that's why, to me, it's not knowing exactly where to go. It's more of learning a process of how to find where something is for you. And that's why Let's Go Help is more that. It's more of a do-it-yourself kind of thing, but we guide you through that. We show you step by step what has to be done. You try that. Okay, that doesn't work. Then come back to us and see what else. And then what's neat about Let's Go Help, to me anyway, is that we have other members that help members. Because, hey, I just applied for this, and this is great. Over at something else. So that's why, to me, it's the group activity. I mean, there's power in numbers, and having more people to contact them, whatever, to share a problem, is to me invaluable. And that's why I think the longevity of Let's Go Help are the members. It's not me. I'm going to die eventually. Well, we all are, but I'm probably closer than most of you. At 78, I'm going to be 79 soon. Shit, I can't believe that. But I don't feel any different. I feel more comfortable and happier, certainly, after fooling around for 50 years or more, trying to figure out life. And you can't figure out life. They keep changing the fucking rules. So, as soon as you figure out, you have to do something else. So don't try to figure it out. Just try to see what's there. Because what's there now won't be there later. So if you figure out what's there now and how to use it, then that gives you the tools to go the next time that what's there doesn't work anymore for you, and you have to do something else again. So it's all a process, and learning the process is much more rewarding and satisfactory than actually giving you the perfect phone number or address. To me, most of what I show you is trying to give you examples of the kinds of stuff that's out there, so your mind is open to that. And see, the thing that you maybe want, maybe not right for you. And that's the other thing you have to do. And that's why you should not ask for money, you should just ask for help with the problem. I need help with this kind of problem. And that's what being a government grant gopher is all about, is learning how to dig, learning how to get other people to help, and not have a predisposed idea of what will solve your problem. Sure, we all know money will solve your problem, but that's only one way to solve it. There's always other ways. And so you want to get other people involved in what you're trying to do to see if they can direct or identify other possible ways for you. We have so many roadblocks in our own mind. The only thing that stops, I think, any of us from doing anything is us. Nobody's out there getting up this morning and saying, oh, let's go, I'm going to screw you today. You're not going to be able to do what you want. No, it's only me. Yeah. And it's like that, I think, for all of us. Maybe a certain situation, but that's different. But in a general thing, we're all struggling trying to get our own life together. We can't waste time on trying to block somebody else's life. And also, I think it's more human nature that people want to help each other. And if you're there and say, give me money, that's not, someone who's trying to help other people too. So they will see you as just a greedy person and maybe not worth helping. So that's why you go with your hat in your hand and your best wishes for everybody and say, hey, I need help with this. And see, that sounds stupid to do, but it's not in my mind, because the government pays for people to help you like that. That's amazing. We have an incredible society here where people get paid a great, salary to help you with your problem. They may not be able to, but nobody may or may not be able. You don't know. But they're the people you have to go. And what happens when you do that, I think it's like therapy. And I've never been in therapy, so I'm guessing, I don't know. But we work out our own problems as long as we see the options, as long as we see alternatives, as long as we see other possibilities or whatever, right or wrong. That's what leads us down a path to do something that will help ourselves. And that's all available to anybody who lives in this country. It's amazing. You imagine Russia? I doubt it. And I was thinking recently, my grandparents came over from Czechoslovakia, so I could have been, and they were both from there, so I could have went to the Ukraine, and I could have been a guy there now instead of here, and just by luck or circumstances, that I'm here. This sounds a hell of a lot better. We got our problems, certainly, but what's neat too, what I do, the way I dress and act and everything, I just wear inside out. Whatever's inside me, I try to put outside. That's what the question mark suits are, or these funny clothes I wear, all this stuff. This is me inside, and it took me a lot of failures to find what I am, and that's when I became the happiest. When, success or fail, boy, if it's you inside, you're still sort of happy, and the challenge is there. But trying to be something you're not, even though you get it, you're really not happy, I think. You're temporarily, but then you have to find another something or whatever. That's why I feel so grateful for my work now, and that's why I'll do it till I die. Retirement just sounds silly. We're here to help each other. So you could do that for the rest of your life, find a way to make money at it, and never have to worry about retirement. To me, people retire because they have a job they hate. That's logical. To me, I'm on vacation every day, and I can't wait to I'm on my, what was that song I used to do? Hey, 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 I'm on vacation. I don't know what it is. But I used to sing it on my videos. But that's the key in life. And also our society has so many ways to help you, but they don't advertise. And the problem is all the means of communication are used for people to make money. So that means people have to get money from you for you to use these services. So you won't see the things that are free because they won't advertise there. And you'll only see the things that people want to get money from you. And if you don't have money, you can't solve the problem with what they're advertising and what's on the traditional media, because it's all people saying, this is how you solve the problem, and you just give me money. All right? And I guess I say that too. And that's why I try to keep it as cheap as possible. And that's why, to me, I'm proud of that. We charge only $20. People were telling me I had to charge $2,000 or whatever a month, not 20. And sure that people would pay that. I used to do that before, and they're rich people, and they were boring as hell. And they really don't need help. What the hell they don't need help for? So it's not fun helping people who don't need help. It's fun to be useful in life. And there's a lot of problems, a lot of needs, and a lot of things that we could all work on to make this whole life, we call it, a little better for ourselves and other people. And I think I certainly didn't think that 40 years ago. You get growing up in this country in the 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, not 40s. Well, I was born in 43, but I didn't know much then, didn't know much in the 50s. 60s, maybe starting to tune in, but not much. Still was a normal guy. But, and by the way, we have an award now, a new one. I just put up, see the last video I did about be a government grant gopher superstar, okay? And send me a notice. This is for members only. So send me an application. Just write a post on Let's Go Help or Let's Go Help 2 about you want to apply for the the grant gopher superstar, and tell us what you got money for, how you did it or whatever. Just a few sentences. And then we'll take 20 and I'm going to send them a trophy. You get a trophy for this if you're among the 20 that we choose. And then a trophy it's a coffee cup that tells people that you're a #1 government grant gopher superstar. and it's also to encourage other people. So that's why I want to encourage you. So send it. Do you know somebody else that you could apply for them? Tell us about the program, and we'll send it to you to give it to your friend because they were so good. Whatever. It's really trying to educate other people about all this. And you are better at this than I am because you're a normal kind of person. I sit in Washington all day. I'm not living the average life in a way. People in Washington don't. And I'm more or less just do research and finding. I'm not applying and not a foot on the ground soldier like you are trying to do all this stuff. That's why, to me, you're more powerful to educate other members than I am. It's you with the feet on the ground and the problems and whatever, because then we can help work on that together so other people don't have as much problems with it, okay? Well, thanks for putting up with me, guys. I got lots to do. And don't forget, watch that other video and send us an application to be a grant gopher superstar. You're all super to me.